Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Lazio Lounge. I know we just did another one a couple of days ago, but this is Lazio's schedule in February. It's quite complicated, a match pretty much every day. So we are here again to talk about last performance of Lazio that just beat Empoli at home. Three very important points. Now Lazio's fourth. It's true that Milan-Roma has to play. Roma will play tomorrow away against Chievo. But it's still important to win and put pressure on the other teams. I'm not alone. With me, Rami Algendi. Hello, Rami. How are you?
Hey, Vittorio. Thanks for having me back.
No worries. My pleasure. Alistair is desaparecido, as we used to say. So maybe he'll come back eventually. But,
hopefully.
But now we have to talk about Lazio. We said it a little bit already last Monday. It was only 2 days ago. But last Monday, that this was a very important match, but at the same time, very complicated because Lazio had just a couple of days to recover. We knew already that players like Luis Alberto and Immobile probably would have skipped this match. Overall, it's 3 points, very important. I think today the performance is not that important. I don't know if you agree with me, Rami.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think the past two games, we don't have to judge the performance too much, especially because we're playing like every 2 games now, every 2 days now. So the result is the most important thing. So let's focus on the positive. 2 back-to-back 1-0 wins, 2 back-to-back Caicedo winners, and 2 back-to-back clean sheets. So that's pretty good.
Yes. Pretty much impressive for Lazio. I know it's hard to believe it, but it was a long time since Lazio had a clean sheet at home as well. So it's good. It's good to see Lazio winning like this with a clean sheet as well. We have to say that, yes, probably we all felt a little bit the pressure in the last 20 minutes because Empoli was pushing a little bit. But this time I don't remember a big save from Strakosha. I think Empoli shot on target, I think, just at the beginning of the match. But apart from that, they had chances, but Strakosha didn't do pretty much nothing today.
Yeah, that's true. I think the Empoli were more impressive in the first half, in the first 20 minutes. They had some chances on the counter-attack. We looked we had so many spaces at the back, but Strakosha made some couple of saves. But other than that, in the second half, they didn't really threaten the Strakosha too much. They had some set pieces that were dangerous, but other than that, they didn't really impress me today. But as far as our performance, it wasn't a complicated match. I wouldn't say it was complicated, but it's a strange performance, I guess. It's another dull performance.
Well, I think, let's say, because maybe people who watched the match was a little bit concerned, as I was when Milinkovic came out. Unfortunately, he had a little problem. It looks like in the first half he had a tackle and got injured to his left leg. Inzaghi wanted to keep him on, but at the start of the second half, but after a couple of minutes, Milinkovic still felt the problem there, and so Inzaghi decided to take him off and don't risk him. So I have to check, but I think this is the first time that Lazio was playing without Ciro Immobile, Luis Alberto, and Milinkovic-Savic all together. I do believe. It's true it was against Empoli. That it's not that bad team. So I understand that Lazio struggled a little bit in the second half, and it was an amazing football, but still 3 points really, really important.
Yeah, I was actually very excited when I saw the lineup to see how we're going to play without Immobile and Luis Alberto. And also seeing Berisha starting, seeing Romelu starting, seeing Correa back, seeing Milinkovic-Savic back. So I was excited to see how the team is going to perform. I don't think they were bad. They didn't perform badly, but they didn't really. There wasn't any intensity in the game. There wasn't any missed chances. A lot of missed chances. But overall, they weren't that bad. But like you said, yeah, I think when I saw Manico Chavez coming off, I thought that the only thing that made him come off is some sort of an injury, as well as Berisha. I think Berisha came off. He was holding his back of his leg, so I think he has a little problem as well. I think Correa wasn't fully fit as well. I saw him having a heavy tape on his leg, so we still have some problems in injuries.
Yes, let's say that playing two important match like this one. Well, I should put three because there was even Thursday against AC Milan, Inter. Sorry, guys. Put a toll on these players. As I said, Milinkovic Savic had to come off. Immobile, Luis Alberto didn't play, and I believe that there were a lot of other players that were playing, but obviously not 100% fit. I think Radu, we saw it already last match. He wasn't in great condition. Correa, I think as well, he had to play today because I think Inzaghi didn't have any other options there, but wasn't fully fit. Caicedo had to come out for an injury. Now, that's important to see when he's going to be, if it's nothing serious, etc. Berisha as well came out for an injury. I have to admit that I was hoping for a nice performance from Berisha. I don't want to be too hard on him, but I didn't think he played that well. I was expecting much better.
Yeah, I agree. He didn't have any influence on the game. I thought he will be much better than what he played, but I won't be too hard on him as well because he still is getting to learn the league and is getting to gel with his teammates. He needs to play much better, but he needs also to play a lot of games so he can be better.
Yes, the problem is that we are deep in the season when every match counts, and we said it already last week. Every match is important. So risking to put in a player that is not playing at a good level, it's a risk, and I don't know if Inzaghi will do it when he's not forced like today. So that's going to be interesting to see. But overall, as we said, Lazio didn't play amazingly well, but I thought control really the match well, even considering that the team was tired. So that was positive in a match so complicated. I thought, Rami, I don't know if you agree, a couple of players were giving me the impression that was a little bit distracted. Bastos, Leiva sometimes made some bad mistakes passing the ball. It looked like they were distracted when they were doing it. Did you have the same impression?
Yeah, especially Bastos. He missed some strange passes. Even Milinkovic Savic made a strange pass. Thankfully, it wasn't dangerous on us. But yeah, they seemed like they are rushing every pass. They seemed like they want to get forward quickly. But I think, to be honest, I think Bastos was not bad today. He was good defensively. He went forward a lot too. He almost made an assist at the end of the game. But he missed some passes and he had a little bit of loss of concentration at the first.
Yeah, we have already a lot of questions. Rami, Greek staff starts saying Lazio are an immature, nervous, poorly organized group of talented individuals. I don't know if you are blaming Simone Inzaghi for this or saying that it's a mix between players and a manager. I thought today the team was tired and it was anyway an emergency solution with all those players missing. So yes, we didn't see the best Lazio, but I thought it was still a good performance, a good result, especially considering the situation.
That's kind of too harsh on them, but let's also say that a lot of players today didn't play together. Romulo is first start today. Berisha, I think this is the first time he starts.
In Serie A, yes.
Yeah. So there was a lot of players that didn't play together. So there wasn't too much understanding. I can agree with that, but they weren't that bad.
Yeah. Patrick Bowman just retweeted Lazio page who say Romulo first match for Lazio, most chances created 2, most accurate cross 3, best corner ratio, best dribble ratio 2/3, most headed clearance, most block crosses. What do you think, Rami, about Romulo's performance tonight?
Yeah, before I answer that question, I saw a comment from Arcel. I hope I pronounced that right. That Acerbi was the only player who played good today, and I completely disagree with that. I think Romelu was the best player today. He was very positive. I really liked him defensively and offensively. He made some very good crosses. He was fantastic today, I think.
I wouldn't say he was the best player on the pitch because I think, and don't get me wrong, I thought he played well, but he was a little bit shy when he had to push a little bit. It makes sense because it's the first match he's playing with Lazio. Maybe he was a little bit worried. I think I want to see him more pushing, more trying the one against playing, especially when you're playing against Empoli that doesn't have a very talented defense. But you can see he's an experienced player. You can see that he's a player that has been playing in Serie A for a long time. He knows what he have to do in this league. He knows where he have to be, and I thought he had a good performance. Now I'm already saying people saying forget Marusic, Marusic is over, etc. I think this can push Marusic more, make him increase his performance because otherwise he's not going to play. I still think as Lazio is going to play a lot of matches till the end of the season. I still think Marusic will play a lot, but it's important that Romulo started that so well.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. I think that even Marusic has to learn something from Romelu. He has to watch him play, to learn from him how to play his position. And having competition is always a good thing. It's not a bad thing. He will see that his place is gonna be. He's not gonna play anymore. He's not gonna be a starter anymore. So he will try to improve himself to be better. So that is gonna make it us better.
And then I have to say a thing. I know it's going to be recorded, so I thought Caicedo was man of the match for Lazio. I have to say it. I know it cost me a lot, but I thought he was the best player on the pitch. And this tells you a little bit how Lazio didn't play that well, and at the same time how Caicedo instead has played really good football. And it's not only that he created the chances of the penalty. It's all thanks to him and to the Empoli's goalkeeper. But he had a couple of chances, and in the second half when Lazio was struggling all the time, he was getting the ball, he was able to keep the ball, allow Lazio to come up again and attack, and this is something that only Caicedo has that characteristic. I didn't appreciate that much the Correa performance, but I thought that part of that was because he was injured. So I think if I have to give the player of the match for me today, it's Caicedo.
Yeah, he played well. I have to agree, he played well. His goal, of course, came in a very Caicedo fashion. He missed a sitter. He was offside, yeah, but he missed a sitter. And then 2 seconds later, he won a penalty out of nowhere. So a very Caicedo performance from him.
Yeah.
But yeah. But his problem, the thing that about Caicedo that really bothers me is that he's a goal scorer. He's supposed to score goals. He misses not only today. He misses unbelievable chances. You can't miss these chances. That's why people are very angry with him sometimes. But other than that, his overall play is good. He had a very good pass with his right leg to Correa, who played it in the stands. So his overall play is good, but he needs to score more goals.
Yeah, and we said that that's not his best skill, but who knows? Maybe he gets confidence and starts scoring more. Today the penalty was perfect, I have to say, and I was really scared because I don't remember penalty of Caicedo.
Yeah, even everyone was scared in the stands.
Yeah,
crossing fingers.
And the funny thing was that both Correa and Caicedo wanted to kick the penalty.
Yeah,
and I think Inzaghi said Caicedo has to kick it, or at least this is what I thought. But
He must have, because Correa took the ball from him and was ready to play it.
yeah,
So he must have, Inzaghi must have said no, to leave it to Caicedo.
and he wasn't very happy, Correa, after the penalty. So it's good that he didn't miss it, because otherwise it would have been a problem.
Yeah, yeah. But it's good that he scored 2 games in a row. Hopefully that will bring his confidence more. But hopefully he's not. His injury today is not serious. I don't think it's going to be anything. Just maybe a knock or something. But it's good that he can score. He won 6 points for us in a row, so that's good.
Yeah, Quagliarella, be careful, because your record is shaking. Caicedo's 2. 11 is there. Don't worry, we are nearly there. No, seriously, I appreciate Caicedo performance, and I hope he just came out because he was too tired and it wasn't worth the risk. And this brings me to Pedro Neto. I was hoping to see him play more time today. It looks like he started warming up at the beginning of the second half, so I thought he could come earlier. But he came in a very important time, because Empoli was trying to push in the final minutes of the match. I was impressed, because for a youngster it's never easy to come in that situation, and he showed maturity when he kept the ball instead of trying to go and score. And in another couple of chances, he took even a free kick that was really important. So very encouraged by the performance of Pedro Neto.
Yeah, and took a yellow card at the end. But yeah, you can see that he has talent. He looks like he likes to dribble as well. He had that at the end of the game, he took the ball to the corner. He tried to dribble past some players, which is good. It's positive to have a player like that. But we need to watch him more to understand how he plays, to understand what he likes to do. But he's good to have. Hopefully he's gonna play some more, maybe some in the Coppa Italia, and some. I don't know if he can play in the Europa League. I think he can play in the Europa League.
No, he's out of the list, unfortunately.
He's out of the list. So he can get some minutes here and there in the league as well, because we're gonna play so many games. So it's good to have an option like that on the bench.
Yes, I think that the Coppa Italia match and the fact that Alessandro Rossi is not there anymore have opened the chances for Pedro Neto. I think Inzaghi gave him a try against Novara, so that he's performing well as in the training, and so now he's giving him the chance. And I think today, even though he played very little, he didn't do nothing amazing, let's be honest, but coming in that particular time, it was tough for him. And as you were saying, he kept the ball in the corner kick there, gain a free kick, and so it was really good. So I'm really encouraged. Arthur saying Acerbi was the only player who played well today. No, I don't think so. Again, Acerbi is amazing, I have to say. He, much better than De Vrij, I have to say, at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I love De Vrij, but Acerbi has really convinced me this season. He's fantastic, to be honest.
The biggest difference I feel between De Vrij and Acerbi, and I don't know if our listener agree with me, is that De Vrij was very good as a sweeper when playing with a three-man defense, but when he had to mark the man, we remember last season often he forgot his man in the box and he was scoring. So this is something that Acerbi doesn't do. He's very good defending. So yeah, I think that's the biggest difference between the two players.
For me, I think they are two completely different players. I think De Vrij is more of a thinker. He likes to think. He likes to anticipate where the ball is going to go. He likes to pass. He likes to build from the back. Acerbi is more of a leader. He fights with everyone to play better. He's very good in the air. So I think they have different qualities.
I agree in part on that, but they're playing in the same position, so they should be having some similarity. I think maybe De Vrij is a better overall player, but Acerbi is a better defender.
Yeah, I agree.
Stefan Scarpulla, is Bastos the new Nesta? I don't know if it's seriously or not, but I thought today was the worst performance of Bastos in the last month or so. I thought Bastos was playing really, really well. I was impressed, but today too many mistakes, and there was one in the second half. Now I don't remember very well. Well, he lost the ball and gave
Yeah,
a
on the edge of the wow, area.
yeah,
Yeah,
and gave a
he's trying to complicate everything.
yeah.
He's trying to overdo things, which is not good. When he plays simple, he's very good. When he tries to complicate things, it's not good.
No, no. And again, Stefan saying why we are more than 60% through the season and still not playing as well as last season. Well, I thought we played really well against Juventus and decent well against Napoli. I thought playing so many close match like Frosinone and Empoli didn't give Lazio a chance to play that well. I hope now with 7 days of rest, hoping that we will be able to have Luis Alberto, Immobile, Milinkovic, Savic and so on against Sevilla, that it's a very, very important match, will make Lazio play well again, hopefully.
I think the 5 days of rest, I think, right? We're playing
7.
Wednesday?
7.
We're not playing Wednesday?
I think we are playing Wednesday, so maybe it's not 7.
Yeah, 5 days. But it's good. It's still good. We have Immobile and Luis Alberto didn't play today, so they have a very good time to rest. So it's gonna be good. We'll talk about the Eshbilia game. I'm sure of it.
Yes, it's a very important game, so it would be good to have them back again. Yes, Lazio's playing on the 14th of February, so it's next Thursday.
Yeah, it's 30. Yeah,
so it's not Wednesday.
so
Luckily,
yeah, that's good.
yeah, that's absolutely good. We have to cross fingers to see if the other guys, Mobile, Luis Alberto, and so on, are able to recover for Thursday. And we saw Ramos on the bench. He was warming up, so I think if he had to, he would have been able to play tonight. So I believe he's going to be fit for Sevilla. And so if he doesn't play against Sevilla, it's not because he's not fit. He's injured, but because Inzaghi decided to not risk him or give Bastos another chance. Even though seeing Rado today, I thought Rado is very tired, and so probably would be good to give him a rest.
Yeah, and especially Lulic. He couldn't run at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Completely.
Lulic gave everything. Patrick Bowman again on Twitter saying, Badel good last time, now a bad performance as a substitute. A game with disappointing result, but the win never in danger. Neto made be happy, Berisha headless, Bastos careless, and Caicedo impressive. Forza Lazio. You know, again, this is the second game where I was happy about Badel's performance. I thought he wasn't that bad. He helped, especially to keep the ball a little bit more than Lazio did before. And thinking that he wasn't playing in his position because Leva was playing there, I thought it wasn't that bad. As we said about Neto, you can see he has a talent, and I think really he's a really promising player. And Berisha, yes, again, I was hoping for much better from him.
Yeah, we saw something today that I think we have never seen this season. Cataldi, Lucas, and Padel all on the same pitch playing together. I didn't really know who's playing where, to be honest. But as far as Patel, he played well. I think he played well today. He wasn't that bad. He had some very good through balls to Correa at the end of the game. But sometimes he's passing in the middle of the field. Sometimes they go wayward and it gets us in trouble. So other than that, he was good today.
Yeah, I think Inzaghi didn't have any other options on the midfield. That's why they all play together, because simply we didn't have any more central midfielder when Milinkovic Savic, I think it was the last one, had to come out because Parolo was disqualified, so he wasn't on the bench.
Berisha came out, Milinkovic Savic came out.
Yeah, I think
Alberto was injured.
Murgia's not there anymore. So I think the only option we had was Cataldi, and it's true that Cataldi can play in the position of Leva, but he's more a mezzala. So likes to play in that position. The odd one out was Badel. I'm trying to see, but yeah, the other option would have been Durmisi or Jordao.
Yeah, not midfielders at all.
No. Jordao that would have made his debut. So
He could have played Durmiti and brought Lulic in the middle of the field.
yeah,
Sometimes he does that.
or Maruzic. That I think that was one of the options. I know that Maruzic had to come in, but at the beginning he was thinking of taking off Casado. Probably Casado was already feeling a little bit of problems at the back, but then decided to take off Berisha. I think Berisha was asking for substitution. So again, you can see that all players were really tired and fighting against little muscle problems, depending on how many matches they played close to each other. So again, it's a very important win. Very important to take these 3 points, and hopefully Immobile and Luis Alberto will be able to play next Thursday, even because they train in this couple of days that Lazio was training. I think Correa was the only one who didn't train on Tuesday and trained a little bit yesterday. So I believe...
Yeah, they both of them were announced in the squad of the start of the day today, but eventually, yeah, both of them didn't make it. So I'm sure they are going to be ready for the Ishbilia game, especially now that they are going to rest even more than the other players who played today. Hopefully, they'll be fully fit to play this game, because it's a very important game. And we'll have other options as well. I think I'm hoping that Durmisi starts this game, because he can hurt Ishbilia with his speed and counter attack. So we'll see how it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to see if Milinkovic Savic can play, because he came out because was injured. So we'll
have to wait and see what kind of injury it is.
Yeah.
If it's muscular, then maybe he'll miss the game.
Yeah, how serious it is, especially because we know that Inzaghi love to take off the players before it gets dangerous, it gets serious. So let's hope we're talking about this situation again and nothing serious. We still have a lot of questions. Patrick Bowman forgot Romolo is a great improvement from Maruzic. Empoli is not a great measurement, but Romolo's game off ball was far better than I ever seen Maruzic play. I thought Maruzic played well. What was it, against Inter? Didn't repeat that performance against Frosinone. But yeah, Romolo gives you option. And if I know Patrick is one of the guys that listen our podcast every time, so he knows that we talked often about the problem on the right side. And so having Romulo, it's an advantage for Lazio, and I think Inzaghi is going to give Maruzic another chance. But having Romulo, it's a good option finally. What I was saying is that Lazio don't have that many options except in the central midfield position, where we had many options. But right side and striker, we are lacking of option, and Romulo, finally provide us some depth there, some quality depth.
Yeah, I think Inzaghi is gonna play Romulo in every game now. He's gonna be in the starting 11, and Maruzic is, until he improves, he's gonna be the second option. Because to be honest, today I was like I said, I was very happy seeing Romulo play. You can see his experience. You can see how he can deal with the ball. So he was good today. So Maruzic has to improve. He's gonna play some games because Romulo is 31 years old, so he can't play in every game. But Maruzic needs to improve to be better and to help the team.
Yep, we're gonna see again. As I said, there's so many matches. There's Coppa Italia, there's Europe League, Serie A, obviously. So there's a lot of matches, and I think they're gonna rotate a little bit more. 3G Lee, extremely important win and also an energy saving exercise. Romulo created more in 20 minutes than Maruzic has done in 2 seasons from the right onwards and upwards.
It's only one game.
He said
Yeah,
20 minutes,
not even.
not even. Well, I thought in the second half he played better. And again, as I said, I thought that you could see a player that knows very, very well Serie A. He's been playing there for a long time. And the other important thing is, as he said when in the press conference he made yesterday, that for him this was his great chance. He missed his great opportunity at Juventus when he was always injured and couldn't show his talent. So for him, he's aware that this is the last chance for him to prove, to be able to play in a great match, and so he's giving everything. He's an experienced player, he's a talented player. So I think it's going to be interesting and going to provide his best.
Yeah, I can understand everyone is very excited about Romelu and talking about him a lot because he's a new player and everyone likes to see a new player and how he plays. But let's be honest, and Morisic is not a bad player. He's just not playing that well. So we have to still have Morisic to play and get better. But yeah, Romelu it's good to see that there is another option we can have.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really important to have other options.
I want to ask you something,
Yeah, go
Vittorio. What did you make of Milinkovic-Savic's performance before he got injured and came off?
I thought he wasn't playing that bad. I thought he was playing well. It wasn't the usual Milinkovic-Savic, maybe because he was feeling already the muscle problem. But I thought he was maybe the best with Caicedo.
You didn't like Correa today?
No. I don't know if it's because he was injured. He was playing a little bit with problems, muscle problem. But I had the impression that it was too often on and off. And often during this match he was off. He had a couple of great chances. One in the first half, one in the second. Especially the first one was a very nice chance created very well, and he missed there. He had time to kick but waited too long and then wasn't able to find the net. So you can see that it's a very talented player, very speedy player. But today I thought he could close the match and he didn't.
Yeah, he was a little bit selfish, I think, today. He wanted to dribble. He wanted to dribble past everyone. He didn't really play with his teammates too much. You can see he's talented, like you said, but he's kind of player that reminds you of Felipe Anderson. He's a little bit moody. If he's in a good mood, he will be fantastic. Like he played against Juventus. I really liked him against Juventus. Today, yeah, he wasn't in a good mood, I guess. Maybe because he's not fully fit, so he didn't want to stretch too much, to run too much. But hopefully he'll get better. He's playing against his ex Ishbilia, I think. He was in Ishbilia, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it helped motivate him to play.
Yeah, the thing is, I thought that part of the problem was because he was injured. He wasn't fully fit. But if you're not fully fit, then it's not that you run sometimes and then you stop and then you start again. Probably it's something mentally that block him. But anyway, he didn't play that bad. I thought that probably with the Correa playing better, Lazio could have closed this match earlier.
Yeah, he should have taken that chance in the first half. That was a very good chance. Even Caicedo had a very good chance. When he chested the ball, but he didn't take the shot quickly. But we should have finished. We should have won by more than one goal today, I think.
Yeah, and one thing important is Empoli is a team that concede a lot, and you can see even today, even if they came to Rome, probably their goal was to get a point, but instead of defending, they are so bad defending that they try to attack because they know that they would concede at least a goal. And with all those spaces, I thought that Correa could have do something. Instead, he did less than I was expecting. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, I agree. To be honest, Empoli is not a really good team. They had nothing today. I think Frosinone were better than them. They played a lot better. Maybe because Luis Alberto wasn't playing, because Immobile wasn't playing, so the players were not really up to it. But I think today we didn't play from the middle. We tried to play from the wings more often because Luis Alberto wasn't there. Lulic played well. He had a couple of very good crosses that we missed. Milinkovic Savic missed one, and Caicedo missed one. But yeah, it's a good win overall, and it's a very good 3 points. And now we're gonna sit and watch the other teams what they're gonna do.
Yes, especially because let's not forget that Lazio was without Immobile and Luis Alberto from the first minute. Then we lost
And Parola as well.
Parolo. We lost Milinkovic Savic in the second half. So take off these players to Roma, Milan, Inter, and then you see how they play if they get the 3 points. It's not easy. And now we have, as you were saying, the chance to watch the other teams and see if they feel a little bit the pressure with Lazio there. We are only 2 points from Inter, that is third.
Yeah, third.
So
it's a good situation. We can relax now and see what the other teams are going to do.
Yeah,
they must feel pressure.
Yeah, it's true that Roma is playing away against Chievo. It's not an impossible match, and Milan is playing at home against Cagliari, so should be
Parma Inter, which is a very exciting match.
Yeah, and Fiorentina Napoli, so
Well, we're not gonna get to Napoli anyway, so
no, but Fiorentina.
Maybe for Fiorentina, yeah.
Fiorentina is gonna probably lose points, so we can expect Milan to be 1 point ahead of us on Sunday, but maybe the other teams will lose some points, so that will be important for us. But yeah, overall, as I said, Empoli didn't create that bigger chances with a very tired Lazio, I would say. So that's really encouraging. Again, we didn't play amazingly well, but I think after playing on Monday, it's pretty obvious. It was clear from the beginning.
This part of the season, the most important thing is picking up points. The performance really doesn't matter. Picking up points is the most important thing, especially if you miss, like we said, a lot of your main players. So I'm happy today with the 3 points, to be honest.
Yes, I agree. I wanted to say one thing because, I like to talk about the referees.
I think he was very good. Before you say anything, I think he was fantastic today. He let the ball go. He let the play go. He didn't want to give yellow cards, which is strange for Serie A. In the English Premier League, they do that. They let the players go. But I think he was good. So go on.
I wanted to talk about the Milinkovic goal in the first half because the ref whistled because the linesman said it wasn't offside. He wasn't offside. He was. I don't think even online he was a couple of centimeters behind the defender, so he wasn't offside. He wasn't foul on the goalkeeper because the goalkeeper left the ball on his own, and Milinkovic scored. Now the ref have whistled, but I wonder why did he whistle and didn't wait, because the VAR could be called there and check that it wasn't offside, it wasn't a free kick. It would have been a goal. And same thing in the second half, when Milinkovic, the ref whistle offside on Milinkovic Savic. It wasn't Milinkovic Savic misses the chance there, but it wasn't offside because it's an Empoli player who passes the ball to Milinkovic Savic.
I think it was Bastos who gave them the ball.
No, it looks like it was Bastos, but instead it's an Empoli player. So again, two bad mistakes from the linesman that could have cost a lot to Lazio today. Luckily, it didn't.
Yeah, the first one, it always happens. The first one, it happens everywhere, even with VAR. As soon as the linesman put his flag up, the referee whistles. Even before he waits and see what is going to happen. If Milinkovic Savic doesn't score and then they go to VAR and see that it's not offside, so that's a missed chance. So it's still strange.
Yes, absolutely. They should have waited and
But I
then
think he was offside. I thought he was offside.
which one?
I don't know. The first one.
No, it wasn't offside. The
Mm.
one when he Milinkovic scores. No, we checked. Sky showed that it wasn't at all offside.
Well, that's a bad miss then from the linesman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
was a terrible mistake because again, he wasn't even close. But anyway, Simone Inzaghi spoke after the match and said that about the injury players. Immobile and Luis Alberto should be able to play next Thursday. Casado asked me to come off. Same thing in Milinkovic. Correa has been very good because he played all 90 minutes, even if he was struggling. Uh, I hope they won't put us other matches in these 7 days for recover. Saturday will be a day of rest. So yeah, confirm everything. He didn't talk about Berisha, so we don't know if Berisha was subbed because he was injured. But yeah, okay. Here in the other question, he says that Berisha asked for a substitution.
Yeah, he did look injured. He held his leg when he came off, so
Yeah,
he did.
yeah. He said it afterwards in the question. And then said that Romolo can eventually play Mezzala if it's needed. So it could be an option. But yeah, he was happy about the performance of Cataldi and Badel that came in later and played not their position. Patrick Bowman against Minkovic was never offside. It was no handball. He whistled before the goal, therefore no goal, to check by VAR. Yeah, it's what I was saying, Patrick. It's a terrible mistake, and again, the ref should have waited, make the ball continue, the action continue, and then check after he scored if it was offside or no, and he would have seen that it was totally not offside and not a free kick because of a foul on the goalkeeper. One thing we didn't talk about of Casado was how the penalty. I thought that was absolutely not the typical Casado movement.
He sometimes does that. He sometimes attacks the players when they don't anticipate it. To be honest, I was still laughing about the ball that he missed from 2 yards that was eventually offside. And then all of a sudden, I saw him running at the goalkeeper, and I saw that he has an opportunity to get the ball, and that was a very good play from him. To be honest, I applaud him for that.
Yeah, absolutely. That and changed the match.
Yeah, we won the match.
Seeing now,
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
that, probably who knows if Lazio would have won.
Yeah.
So
It's a good play for him. We need to see more of that from him. But like you said, overall, he did play well.
yes, I absolutely agree. I think now the most important thing for Lazio is to recover energy from the players that have played a lot, recover the players that have been injured and that weren't fully fit, like Luis Alberto, Immobile, Milinkovic, Xavi, etc. Because Thursday there is a very important match. Lazio have chances to win. It's going to be very difficult. We know that Sevilla it's a very good team, especially in Europe League. So it's going to be difficult, but at the same time, it's still very important for Lazio to win, I think.
Yeah, I think it's all positives today. We played first and we won, so we can rest now. We have our best players, Luis Alberto and Immobile, were not involved at all, so they are rest. So it's all positives. So we have to focus on recovering the players that played today and seeing those little injuries for Milinkovic and Caicedo and Berisha to recover them as well. And we have also Parolo, who is fresh, who didn't play today, so he's going to play against Sevilla. So we have to now plan for the Europa League game because, yeah, like you said, I think Sevilla is a really good team. This season, they're even better than the past 2 seasons, even in the league. So they are a very tough team, and they have very good players.
I ask you this, and I'm asking even to our listener. Would you give up Coppa Italia or Europe League to focus on Campionato to have more chances to reach the Champions League? Or do you think that it's better to go to fight for every competition till the end?
For me, my opinion,
Yes.
I'd give up Europa League and focus on the cup. Not even the league. I focus on winning the cup. Because we have a good chance of winning the cup. Because there is no Juventus anymore. You have Atalanta, you have Fiorentina, and you have not very good Milan. So there's a very good chance that any of the four can win the cup. So I'd let the Europa League go and focus on winning the cup.
So you give up the chances of trying to reach the Champions League?
I think it's very tough. You can reach the Champions League. I think if because of other teams not dropping points, you can reach the Champions League because other teams drop points. This season it's very tough. You have 5 or 6 teams challenging for 2 places. Unlike last year. Last year you had only one place, and you had only 2 teams challenging for it, Lazio and Inter. So I think this season the race for the Champions League is gonna go until the end of the season. But I think the cup we have a better chance to win a cup than getting to Champions League. I don't know what's your opinion.
Yeah, probably you're right. Lazio has more chances to give up to win the Coppa Italia, even though there's Milan next stage, and last time it didn't go very well. But yeah, probably the Europe League is the tougher competition now for Lazio. But I think at this point, Lazio should try to play all of them and see how things go. The problem is obviously seeing how the players react, because you can get injured players, you can feel the tiredness of playing twice a week.
Yeah, we already saw it. The last game we lost 2 players for injury. Today we lost 3 players for injury. So it's difficult. You can't play every 2 days a game when you're not ready for it.
Yeah, but I think Lazio this time has better option. But yeah, honestly, knowing that the Campionato is very tough for Lazio, I would go on all 3 and see how things go.
We have to go for all 3, but you also have to prioritize. So I think the cup is the best chance for us to win something this year, and then play for the Champions League places, and then maybe do something in Europa League. But I think in my opinion, the cup right now is our focus.
Okay, interesting. I never thought about that, honestly. But
it's only because Juventus are not in the cup, to be honest. Because if they are there, they're gonna win it every season. But yeah, it's a chance this season.
So, for example, Pedro Neto wouldn't play for you in Coppa Italia because you have to focus on there.
Well, he can play. We have 2 games against Milan, so maybe he can play half an hour in one of the games. It depends. Last year against Milan, I think we played 2 excellent games, but we didn't take our chances, and eventually we lost on penalties. Yeah. So this season we have to be better.
Okay. Well, we're going to see. It's going to be in just...
It's exciting, to be honest.
Yeah.
We are in a very exciting time right now.
I think it's 10 days till we play against AC Milan in Coppa Italia, so... Or maybe I'm wrong. No, I think it's end of the month, right?
Yeah, I think it's end of the month.
Yeah. So many matches for Lazio in this month of February. It's lucky it's only 28 days, because otherwise, I don't know, Lazio would have played 300 matches.
Yeah, 30 of February.
Yeah. Okay, Alistair just sent us a question. So he's alive. I want to tell you this. When will Bastos and Caicedo team up front from the Ultimate From Tour? Never, I hope.
Yeah, because we're not gonna know who's Bastos and who's Caicedo.
Yeah, Alistair is convinced that that Bastos is a striker, but
I know.
He doesn't know. Did he had a chance tonight? I don't remember.
He had a chance at the end of the game. He played a very good cross, but nobody was at the end of it. But yeah, I know what he means because he goes forward too much. Last season he scored I think 6 goals or something. So that's why he scored more than Caicedo. So that's why he's convinced he's a striker.
Well, last year he had Luis Alberto providing him
Yeah,
amazing
Luis Alberto
assists.
provided everyone.
Yeah, and you can see it. Even De Vrij didn't score that much this year without Luis Alberto. So
Yeah.
anyway, Rami, I think we can wrap it up here. I don't know if you have something else to ask or to talk about.
Well, like I said in the beginning of the show, two back-to-back 1-0 wins, two back-to-back clean sheets. So it's a very positive day today.
Yes, I agree. I think 3 points really important. The fact that didn't allow a goal, it's a very positive sign. And now it's all rest, relax, try to recover because again next Thursday there's a very important match. Then again there's Serie A back, and Lazio need to win every match now to get a bigger gap and be back in the Champions League spot. Rami, thank you for joining me today, and thanks everybody for listening to the show. I hope you really enjoy it. It's always a pleasure to be on the show and talk about Lazio. I hope you like it, and again, you can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, and subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, on Spreaker, and yes, please, if you know Lazio fan, talk about the podcast, tell them to listen, and rate and review the podcast on iTunes, please. Thank you again, Rami.
Yeah, very welcome. Forza Lazio.
Bye.
Bye-bye.